Hi, it's Billy.
And it's Pat.
And this is our garden.
You can see our garden here in Buffalo is a little bit different than the one we had in New York City.
Yeah, the one in New York was much bigger because we had a full rooftop with endless sunlight up there. It was basically a farm on our roof.
Yeah.
Here in Buffalo, the city is full of trees, so you have shade, and it's a lot more maintenance to your gardening and a lot more work.
Yeah, that's for sure. This weekend is actually Buffalo's world-famous garden walk, where people who have these amazing city gardens open their property to the general public, and you can walk through, take tours, meet the owners, maybe get a drink or a snack or two.
There are a lot of homes, Joe.
There are a lot. So we're gonna go take a walk around our neighborhood and meet some of these gardeners and hopefully get some tips on starting a beautiful garden of our own.
When we have our own house.
Come along.
The gardeners in Buffalo are so freakishly friendly is what we call them. They're freakishly friendly. And then you add in all the very nosy tourists, the gardeners who like to peek in backyards, who actually get a chance to go into the backyards. So you combine those two things and you get a big event like this.
We have people from all over the world. This week, New Zealand, I had from Australia, I had one that's traveling around the world.
It's been great. I mean, people just love to come out and see what's going on, and I love to go and see other people's gardens.
The first tip that we got was to figure out the purpose of your garden.
I think the very first thing you have to do is figure out what you want to do in your backyard. That's the first thing. If you want a party back there, if you just want a hot tub back there, if you just want it to be quiet back there.
Before I even think about plants or materials, as I say, well, this is the space that people are going to be in. Whether it's that they just are going to hang out with a family and barbecue, or whether they're going to have big parties, or whether it's a restaurant and they need a seating area, or this garden, which is more of a place to visit. I think about what that space is.
One of the benefits of a garden of this scale is it's small, so you don't have to spend a lot of money to make a big impact. Like a few paver stones and some grass, and I've got a design feature that people think is really cool. In our little gardens in the city, we try to go for tall, climbers, climbing vines and stuff. So you have to find creative ways to use the plants in such small spaces.
The gardeners gave us some tips on how they take care of their plants year-round.
It does snow, but that is sort of why our plants are so lush right now, because these are plants that require winter. They require a snow cover for a good chunk of their season, and then they spring forth in the spring. And I think that's one of the reasons why the plantings are so bodacious this time of year.
We have a very short season, and so I don't start from seed. I start from maybe plants maybe bigger, and that they have a better chance of actually growing.
A lot of the stuff I have in planters are either tropicals that go in for the winter, or I've got a lot of hostas planted in planters that I just put in my garage over winter, and they come back every year.
And while it's good to have a plan for your garden, everyone told us not to be afraid of making mistakes.
Some of the ideas you have work out great, and other ones you find out, well, I better change my mind. So that's a learning experience. You gotta be able to let go of your prize idea if it doesn't work.
I still do the beginner's mistake of planting everything too close. When I buy stuff and I plant an area, I put it too close, and then like 3 years later, you gotta move things again. You just sort of learn by doing and make lots of mistakes.
If you don't have anything more than a patio, then work with raised plants. Different size pots, pots on top of pots. If you create an area, if you've got a wall, like the garage back here, work with what you've got. You don't have to have everything perfect.
If you're stuck on design, remember that inspiration is all around you.
Well, I found my inspiration by looking at other kind of the best gardens out there in the world. So I was inspired by one in Los Angeles. Kind of making it a research project is one way to start.
I paint, and so the whole yard is my canvas, and this is how I come up with it.
We travel a lot, and we visit gardens whenever we go someplace. We bring back ideas.
Garden Walk's a good place to get ideas. You can we're happy to give you the idea. You can steal my idea.
So as you can see, I think we got some pretty great advice from everyone that we met today.
Oh yeah. We went to so many houses.
Yes.
There were so many people out. And it's really funny because everyone looked so nervous to go and just randomly walk into someone's backyard. It's like all these houses, you always want to peek over the fence and see what's there, and you can just go.
We actually got to do that.
So you can just go and hang out and relax and have a glass of lemonade.
Yeah, well that was one of the biggest takeaways too, was to be inspired by what other people do to create your garden. So it was very, very helpful.
We're stealing all your great ideas.
If you guys want to learn more about Buffalo's Garden Walk or what other fun things there are to do here in Buffalo, you can go to visitbuffaloniagara.com to learn more. Okay guys, we'll see you next time. Bye. Soup's natural.